Welcome back to Vintage to Swing Time. Today is Tuesday. It is the 5th day of April 2022. Yesterday we planted these poles and today they are so much firmer than they were because they're cemented. Actually, the method that I used, which I was different than what I lined out in the video yesterday, is that what I actually did first was place some cement in the bottom of the holes, and then I place the poles or the lumbers with the nails driven through from side to side of each pole. And after that, I took the concrete and I placed the concrete to cover the nails, to make sure that the nails were pinned down below the concrete. And then I place more concrete on top of that, place some stones on the concrete to tie everything in, and then basically lock it around with concrete. So it is a much firmer method of keeping these poles in place, because you remember that I said that my goats had a tendency, based on one that I planted down to the bottom, to just scratch themselves, and that was pushing down the poles. The poles weren't strong enough before that method. So today they are dried and they're stronger. So hopefully before the day is ended, I should have the wire stapled onto them. The target for today also is to have the poles in the hillside. Let me just pat around for you to see that. In the hillside area, planted also today. A few minutes ago, it seemed as if it would have been a real nice weather, being overcast. Well, not overcast, but more cloudy, which was giving me some shade from the sun. But the sun is at this time. It is now about 20 minutes past 10 o'clock. That's 10 a.m. And what seemed as if it would have been a nice shaded day is turning out to be a little bit sunny. So I have to hurry along to have this manual task done and get out of the sun. So far, I've already dug the hole. I've already dug 8 holes in the hillside. I already have my sand and cement in the area where I'm going to mix those. I have the lumbers out, which are 2x4s. And what I need to do now is to just drive the nails through the lumber and then deal with the concrete, plant them, and call it a day. Yesterday I finished a bit early, which was like about, I think it was about 20 past 12 when we finished yesterday. I'm hoping that I would have the same time scheduled today, because I really need to get out of the sun. It is hot, and it's only going to get hotter as the minutes tick along. So you're welcome back to my garden. This is Vintage to Sowing Time, and you are right on time for a front row seat to see this garden come together for 2020. Be with me and I'll show you all that it takes to build my garden. All right, so at this time I'm about to mix the concrete everything is in place. A bucket of sand, half bucket of gravel, and a half pack of cement, and we're going to mix that into a nice paste, not too soft, and not firm, so that we can get it into the hole nicely, and also it will not take all this to dry because it is too soft. So right now I'm just combining the raw materials before I add the water. Rather where it is, it's between grass, so we have a few grass in between, but still not a problem based on the project that we need this concrete for. I'm going to create a space for the water. Every now and then it seems as if the sun is going to give me some relief. A cloud is passing, but it seems as if the cloud does not stay long to pass. So before you know it, the sun is back out again in all its glory. Alright, so our concrete is now mixed and it's ready to be poured into the holes. It's a little bit soft, so I am going to walk with it a little bit slower so that some of the water can be evaporated. I can choose to add sand or a little bit of cement to tighten it a bit, but the same effect would happen if I just let it stand for a bit. And have the water evaporated. So I'll take a bucket to the first hole and I'll work with that very slowly to give the rest of it time to dry up a bit so it can be a little bit more firm. See? To run it. When it's this soft, it would require me to use more because it would spread out in the hole rather than stay firm. So I am not taking a lot in this first bucket. As I said, giving what's remaining here some time to dry up just by the heat of the sun. So hard work has paid off and I am completely through. All of the stakes are now buried and cemented, and I have just a little bit time on my hand in terms of my scheduled time to finish, which is about 3 more minutes. I am finished 3 minutes short of my target time. I wanted to finish by midday. It is now about 11:57, so I am through. I am happy for all that I was able to accomplish today. Actually, today I dug the holes for the hillside fencing, 8 holes. I dug all 8 of those holes this morning, nailed the nail inside of the stakes, got my cement, staked them into the ground, cemented them, and everything was done today. So I am feeling so much accomplished. I am going to call it quits now for this time because the sun is up in all of its glory. The sun is hot, and I am going to go in and take a little break. I'm going to go in now and get something to eat and something to drink, including 2 tall glasses of water. And I'm going to just call it quits for this time. Later, when the sun is down, I may come out and start with the wiring. Otherwise, I may just leave that tomorrow so that I can do all of the fencing one time. Because if I start with the front fencing today, because the back is still not dry, still wet, because we've just put the concrete in those, I won't be able to do anything with those today. So I just might wait until tomorrow to finish everything off. All right, thank you so much for joining me for Vintage to Sewing Time. I am going to try to upload this video. I've been having some issues with the one yesterday, so as of now it has not been uploaded, even if it is edited, and I've been trying from last night up until I started this video to have it uploaded. So this gives me more time now to go in and get that uploaded and have this video today also uploaded, maybe scheduled for tomorrow. So again, thank you for joining me. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being a part of this another video from Vintage to Sewing Time. Remember, you reap what you sow. Bye for now. I'm Petran.